What is up, my friends, and welcome to another episode of the most annoying strategy in Starcraft 2. I am extremely excited to just be a full-on goofball again after a couple weeks of full-on tryharding for the 2v2 circuit. So today I'm going to be annoying Grandmasters to no end by playing mass Widowmine drops. I think in the last two episodes of this, we went for mass contains and mass DTs. I'm curious if mass Widowmines can be even more annoying than those strategies. Let's find out. Alright, the first game of the day is against Old Boy, a Zerg player. Now this episode, if I can make the mass Widowmine drops happen, it will be even more satisfying than usual, because Widowmine drops took a very significant nerf recently. There was a patch, I don't even remember all of the changes, but I think there were like 4 nerfs to Widowmine drops in one patch. Basically, if you drop them now, they give an instant alert to the player, instead of when they hit your workers. Now, that is probably a pretty good change for lower levels, but at high levels it means that Widowmine drops don't do damage anymore. I think legit I saw 50 Widowmine drops or 100 Widowmine drops at pro level without any of them dealing damage. So it's definitely a pretty weak opener now, but that is obviously not going to stop me. Now we're playing against a Zerg here. I kind of just in my head, I assumed we were going to play against Protoss, to be honest. You know, this being Grandmaster level ladder and all. But we're going to be playing against a Zerger, which is going to make my build a little more chill. I used to have a very cool build order that I can actually pull out here as well. I used to play, this is already like 5 years ago, by the way, Banshee, okay? I think maybe even without Cloak, just 1 or 2 Banshees to be safe. And then I would go for mass Widowmine drops. And the reasoning for that is that if you play Banshee, they're less likely to try and just straight up kill you with roaches, giving you the freedom to just play mass Widowmine drops. Now, since I really am going to play mass drops, I'm not going to have many units to defend, so I might need to go for something a little more extreme, such as just continuing Banshee production with like a second starport to make sure I don't die to roaches. Realistically, getting Hydras up or something like that is also not going to be that difficult, so it's probably better to go for a very classic 5 command center setup with siege tanks. That is going to be expensive, but who knows? Maybe we can make it happen. I do think we have our strategy, you know, well set in front of us here. I'm going to go for the Banshee to at least try to not make him attack us. Then we're going to go Widowmine drops and 5 command centers, put planetaries at key points. And then at that point, if we get to saturate our bases, we'll probably have enough money to get siege tanks out as well. I think that sounds pretty good. Now, there's obviously always going to be different kind of troubles when you play crazy builds especially, so I guess we'll see. Oh, for some reason I forgot that I didn't place it with space for the add-on. If I can get a drone here, probably not, but it's always good to try. Keep in mind the Reaper's heal, so even if you take damage, it doesn't really matter. Unless you lose it. Now, that is not entirely true what I just said, because you usually want it to have some health. For by the time he... Okay, there we go, he injected. For by the time he drops the Creep Tumor. So then you can actually die for it and kill the Creep Tumor. There he went for the inject, so there's nothing to worry about. Meaning we got ourselves another 20 seconds before that. Now, do I go for a fast 3cc? I think I will. Like, I can literally just make 2 Hellions just so he thinks I have Hellions and then stop making them, I think. I feel like that would work out. I have 1 Marine here for the Overlord, which is nice. Oh, by the way, I didn't actually talk about it much during the tournament, I believe, but I got a new mouse in the middle of the tournament. And it's actually very nice. It has kind of a funky name. It's called the Beast X Max, which me and my friend have made fun of a little bit. They call these products pretty funny names these days. But it's very nice. It kind of reminds me of the G9X, which used to be my favorite mouse of all time. Do I need more Hellions than this? Yeah, you know what it is, guys? I can make Widowmines right away, but then it's going to be a bit of a struggle against like a Link counterattack. If he pays attention. Right? Like, they could blow everything up, but they could also just kill 2 links and that's it. Now, we do have the wall off already. Hey, this build feels kind of nice, I have to say. Being able to, you know, just skip Hellions and then just go for the next base. Huh, not bad. I'm gonna go for the second factory here already. I'll get an armory as well, so we can make drilling claws. Like, I'm being pretty greedy right now. I mean, there's definitely a couple builds that I would die to. Like, the first thing that comes to mind is going for a Queen drop Roach All-In, which Zerg players like, for example, Elaser, and a couple Korean Zerg players really like to do as well. I think I'm going to make a reactor over here. I'll just go for 2 Banshees without Cloak. I think that fits. let's see if I can deny some creep here. Haven't been doing too good of a job of it so far, but then again, it is pretty difficult when you only have 2 cars, of course. Make sure I don't get supply blocked. Okay, yeah, this is exactly what I mean. If I just had Hellions here, like this would have been a lot. I'm actually kind of surprised that he went for it, not gonna lie. Oh wait, is it like a bailing on him or something? Oh my god, yeah, wow, that Widowmine popped off though. He's not gonna kill that, guys. No way. This is actually illegal. I feel like this is just like he can't break this anymore. It's finished, so now I can repair it. Okay. Let's see. I'll get the armor upgrade for that. Switch these homies over. Now he knows I have 2 Banshees. I do need to make sure to keep repairing this command center, of course. Like, he lost a lot of links for doing this. Like, a pretty crazy amount of links. That command center is indeed not going to die. Even though it looks like it's close, it really should not die. Here, he's gonna keep trying. Oh! Oh, dude, for a second I thought I was about to get another massive hit. He's probably wondering why the heck I have 4 Widowmines over here. I mean, at this point, he's probably, you know, piecing the puzzle together already that I'm going to try to drop them, because otherwise I am just an absolute psychopath. Let's see. Well, I am, but he doesn't know that yet. Or maybe he does already. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Okay, so our eco is better than him. Or, oh no, it's not necessarily better than him, but it's better for what it should be considering my build. Going for the 2 base and all. Oh, we can actually kill that Overlord. That's nice. He's probably going to try and run by again. Just judging by how many links he had, I feel like... Oh, that's a misrally. I feel like he would try to get in here again. So I'm just going to keep my Banshees at home for now. I'm not going to have a planetary at my 3rd base because I did turn that into an orbital, which may or may not have been a mistake, depending on how much I get attacked. I do have my 2 medevacs here. Let's see. I'll keep 2 Widowmines burrowed over there. These Banshees are going to stay here for a long time. I think that's the right idea. And now we're going to start dropping Drilling Claw Widowmines, baby. This is where it gets exciting. I need 1 more command center, I believe, right? To have the 6, because it's... let's see. I'll check in a bit. He's going to do some run-bys, which is quite annoying. Yeah, I do wish that I did not make this an orbital. I mean, I'm getting richer, so for now it's actually paying off, but it's... Yeah, it's a little scary. Like, if he attacks that base... Oh, let's see if I can get through here. Okay. Oh, he does have a Spore Crawler, surprisingly. Like, I do have Drilling Claws, so these are just a little more menacing Widowmines than usual. Okay, let's put you over here, and then we're gonna try to drop this base. Like, they shoot really fast. It's really hard. Look at it. It's really hard to run away from them. Like, you have to split them extremely fast. We're just gonna get a lot of kills for free. I'm just gonna keep making command centers, actually. Now, I need to know what he's up to. Let's do a little scan over here. Okay, Ling Bailing, Pure Ling Bane. I'm gonna go for... armor first for the planetaries, and then we'll go for the range. Or yeah, it is range indeed. Yeah, okay, here we go. He's gonna try... Oh, I should have microed that a little better. That's my mistake. Okay, there we go. Those are gonna get a good amount of kills, I think. Yeah, exactly. So funny. He's trying to do so many run-bys, and he has the right idea, but there is just like more Widowmines than he expects every single time. I'm going to lose a couple workers here. I think they're mostly just going to be a low HP, so that really is not that bad for us. Okay, I did indeed go up to that amount of command centers. I don't have a Widowmine to kill that, sadly. Yeah, I wish that if this planetary is finished a little earlier, that would have been super comfortable for me. But instead it isn't. I do have medevacs. Oh, they're healing the freaking workers. I was wondering, where the heck are my medevacs at? Okay, let's go for round number 2. I think maybe at this point... No, I need the planetary here first, right? In this area, I mean, before sending out my Banshees as well. Oh, that... What was that? Okay, for a second I thought that might have been a drop. It's good that I felt it, because I am going to go for that. I think that would be nice. That kind of looks like he wants to go for a drop, right? I think it does, yeah. This is actually such an annoying strategy to play against, by the way. Like, just a guy making mass planetaries and then going for mass Widowmine drops. He has a lot of spores now because he knows I'm going to try to keep dropping. Okay, this is going to be some nice fat hits. There you go. Pretty much most of those drones gone instantly. I'm going to take the next base. I do need to figure out what he's going to do after this so I can appropriately counter it, I think. Okay, there's more drones over here that are going to die. Most of them, I think. Yeah, like really, it is quite hard to run away from these. I can actually split these off a little bit. Force him to need an overseer. Could have done a better job at rallying my stuff. Oh, he has Hydras. Yeah, okay. We need siege tanks. Actually, hey, we can do something funny here. We can counter the Hydras with Hellions. Hellions are... I mean, not if there's Bailings, but Hellions are a pretty good counter to the Hydra. Because Hydras are light. So what I could do Am I crazy enough to do that? I definitely am. I don't know why I even asked that. But I don't have good enough upgrades for that, sadly. At least for now. Can I kill that with one Widow Mine? Probably. It's actually worth it, funnily enough. There you go. Boom. Okay. How many bases is Mr. Guy gonna have? That's the question. Add a couple sensor towers over here. I feel like I could use another planetary at that location. Like, this might be a location that he's going to attack. I'm just going to drop a couple random Widow Mines here and there. Be as annoying as possible. This guy is about to enter the main base, which is nice. There we go. See if I can get the queen as well. Wouldn't be so bad. See, I'm just going to move them around. Attack this over here. I mean, my setup is actually surprisingly pretty freaking great, right? This is what happens a lot when you play these 3 command center setup games. Like, it's just... You think it's like a pure meme, but it actually just works out pretty well. Oh, this guy got stuck. That's a bit annoying. Let me try to free him real quick. How? Oh, this is also a tech lab. Dude, I was wondering, how the heck did he get stuck there? I thought I only had one tech lab. Okay, this is so many freaking Widow Mines. I could also carpet bomb the Hydras, but I think that probably does not work. I think I actually do need the freaking second starport. I thought I was insane for suggesting that earlier, but I do need it. Oh, another command center doesn't fit there. There we go. Let's build another one over here. Now, what is... I think my guy is probably just going to go for Hive. He has +2 upgrades on the links. He could have range attack as well. I guess that's possible. Oh, you see, this is what I mean. It gets very confusing. He never even really cleared that up. Okay, I'm going to get a second planetary over here. Oh, and... Oh, I already got both upgrades. Nice. Okay, let's see. Gonna drop a couple over here, and then this one I actually want to send over there. Let's see. I can also get a lot of links with this. I think there's a chance. Let's see. Yeah, okay. He decided to run away. Smart, honestly, because he would have lost a lot of Zerglings to that, I think. Okay, what is my situation in this game now, guys? It is, well, my army composition is dumb, but besides that, I mean, our economy is very good. Look at my... Okay, this actually looks so freaking ridiculous, doesn't it? I have... My army is 2 Banshees, 20 Hellions or something, and a bunch of Widow Mines. That's literally my entire army right now. I'm gonna double planetary every single base, you know? I feel like I might as well at this point. I'm a little afraid of the macro game here, because I don't know what he's gonna do, you know? Like, if he just sits back and makes, like, Broodlord Infestor or whatever, that's not gonna be easy. Alright, here come the next wave. I can also send these Hellions to the right side now. I should probably get... the servos upgrade as well in the meantime. Let's see what I can do here. Probably kill a decent amount of stuff if I had to guess. Okay, can I maybe... This is what I wanted to do earlier. Okay, oh, that's actually a good split by him. Not bad. Oh my god. Wait, it's literally 20 Hellions too. Damn, I can't believe I got that correct. Look, he only made spores. He only made spores, guys, because he's like, this guy's not going to make anything else. That's so funny. He's going to try to surround me with links. It's a little painful for him, I think. Wait, guys, there is a chance that he's going to follow me into the speed zone. Look, I can actually get in there so hard if I wanted to. Okay. I'm just waiting for the perfect moment. Just chase me into the speed zone. I know you want to. Okay, he's not going to do it. Oh, we're getting in there. Let's see. Oh, yes. Oh, that's such juicy hits. Hydras are so much more expensive, too. Oh, nice. Loving it. Okay. I think my next mission is probably going to be to take that base. I'm going to do... I actually have the exact amount for these medevacs, I think. Yeah, I do. Even though this one is a bit low HP, that's okay. I can't believe this strategy is looking legit right now. I'm literally playing Widow Mine Drop Hellion. It's 13 minutes into the game. My opponent has probably been maxed 3 times already. And it's working. Oh, he could totally... Yeah, I should get Liberator range, because he could totally go for Lurkers, and then I'm going to be absolutely cooked with this composition, so... Yeah, that would be... he's going to go for Vipers as well. Oh, that's a bunch of Hydras. Yeah. Adios. Oh, tell me it's not delicious, guys. Come on. Burrowed his drones. We can just go for a simple scan. What does he have over here? More Hydras. Oh, actually, there are Queens there. That's going to make it a little bit awkward. Are you sure about that? You look like he was trying to catch me. I was trying to catch you, brother. Oh my god, it's disgusting. Okay, I guess I might as well send these in without the freaking... Oh, more Hydras. Sure. Oh, it's disgusting, guys. He's probably wondering, what am I supposed to build against? You can't believe he keeps dashing forward into them as well. I mean, that time it worked, but still, it's a bit of a... Wait, I'm just gonna walk them in again. Look. One goes over here, one goes over here. He kind of has to respect the rest of my units. These are still chilling over here as well. Hey, this guy is actually being officially monstrously tortured. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for a really cool finishing move here, guys. I have the right idea here. Okay, we're gonna go for the 6 medevac carpet bomb, not with widow mines, but with hellbats. My army right now is pure Hellion, pretty much, which... I mean, if he's not going to make lurkers, that's exactly what I did something wrong with my hotkey. That's exactly what I want. If he's just going to make lurkers, then that's a different story, of course. I also have these liberators now. 2 banshees. Oh, he's going to parasitic bomb me, right? That would be pretty painful. Okay, where's the lurkers at? Oh, there they are. Why did I ask? why did I ask, guys? Wait. Are my hellbats about... My hellbats are winning this. Oh, here we go, baby! Oh, it's... Guys, come on, man. This is actually the most disgusting Terran game ever. Terran looks like the most... I haven't even made any, like, real units. Like, look at my money, look at my supply. My MMR is 5.8k, by the way, on this account, which is like top 50 Grandmaster or whatever. And he has absolutely nothing left. 184 supply against 97. I have an enormous bank. I have literally... Well, not this one. If I had this base, I would have had half my map. I think I tried to take this base, but maybe I just messed up or something, doesn't matter. But we absolutely crushed it with this build. Now, admittedly, we did get a pretty decent early lead because of this, right? Because of his Zerglings, like we have the same amount of workers, which should really not be the case for a ZVT. But this was brutal, and now I'm very excited for the rest of the games this episode. Let's go to game number 2. Okay, game number 2 is against another Zerg player. I guess the Battle.net gods want us to torture Zerg players today. And I will happily oblige, because last game I had a lot of fun. Now, would we do anything different from that last game? Well, okay, I think the strategy was cool. My execution was pretty mediocre, I would say. Well, that's maybe a bit harsh. I would say, like, the macro was fine. We expanded at a good pace. You know, we made command centers on time. But I feel like the follow-up and when I added my production and stuff, it was... I didn't really know what I wanted to do in advance, so it happened a little slow. Then again, I was reacting to my opponent, so that most of the time is all you really have to do. I guess this game we're not going to get to play Mass Hellion Widowmine, but I mean, if we do, then we will. I think the best transition would probably be... I was going to say either Banshees or Battlecruisers. I think it's most likely Battlecruisers, because if I was a Zerg, and I would play against my strategy with like all the command centers and stuff, what I would do is just make Roach Hydra, very basic, or just Hydras, also fine. And then make Vipers. And if you go for speed Banshees and you run into Vipers, 1 parasitic bomb and your life is ruined pretty much, so that doesn't sound like a good idea. Against Battlecruisers, it's not necessarily as big of a deal. Oh man, I just remembered, like 7 years ago or something. Actually, it was this, I think it was 2020 maybe. It was 2020 or 2018. It was like a very special Homesteader Cup in Berlin. I played against Cyril. And there was a bug in the game that I wasn't aware of. So what would happen is if you abducted a battlecruiser with a Viper, the teleport would go on cooldown. And I knew there was a bug, but the way I thought it worked was that if you used teleport and then they abducted you while you were doing it, that's when it would just stop and the teleport would go on cooldown. So I thought I was being really smart. I was like, this unit's bugged, but maybe with really good micro I can make it work, right? So I was like trying to bait the abduct and then teleport, and then he abducted me, and I was like, I got him. And then nothing happened, and it turned out I just lost because... I mean, since I was playing mech, I was probably gonna lose anyway, because Sarah was an absolute demon against mech. Before you guys are gonna say you would have lost no matter what, I won the next game. Just saying, guys. But yeah, that memory pained me a little bit when I just thought of it. But now, that is not the case anymore, so now you can freely play Battlecruisers against Vipers. Still pretty problematic if you go up against Infestors with their Neural Parasite, but I guess we'll see. There's always way to outplay that. Let's see if I can block... Ooh, okay, I wanted to block his Spore Crawler. This guy also... Is that a new... Did Zerg players stop spattering creep with the first queen? I know that some Zerg players like doing it with the queen in the main, to just, you know, connect the main and the natural right away, but... It feels a bit weird to me to not put a creep tumor in the natural right away, because you get out so fast, right? I guess it is what it is. Now, do I make 2 Hellions again? I really like that build, I'm not gonna lie. How much energy does Bad Boy have? He's injecting again, but there was another queen there. It's possible that the other queen is gonna drop the creep tumor instead. Yeah, exactly. Can I get that? It's pretty risky. Oh, dude, that was almost the greatest. But I wasn't, which... I mean, I was more like the worst, because I lost the Reaper. Actually, no, I got the creep tumor, so let's say we were in the middle. I thought that was about to be a really good juke, but then the last queen still freaking spit on me from downtown. Oh, I lost my Reaper, that's unfortunate. Okay, I'm gonna make 4 Hellions this time just because I lost the Reaper. I have no idea if he's making links or anything right now. And I don't want to be, you know... Actually, wait, this map is a bit messed up. Oh, no. I think I can't wall this with my command center on the inside because, yeah, it's too close to the mineral patch. Oh, that's a little bit annoying. Like, I can make it on the outside, but that means the... That's a roach worm. That means it's very, very vulnerable. Luke, yeah, okay, you can't wall like that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to wall here. Now, if he runs by with links, my command center has way too much surface area, so it would actually die to the links. Like, it straight up wouldn't get up, so that is a bit problematic. I mean, he made the Roach Warren, so I don't think he's gonna go for that. Because he made the Roach Warren, I'm actually gonna get Banshee Cloak here this time. Let's see, do we have any drones out here? We do not have any drones yet. I think I'm just gonna send it across the map. Get the second factory over here. Keep trying to do my best scouting. Like, Banshees are good against roaches, but you do want to start attacking the roaches on the map. That is the main thing here. Get the armory, and yeah, the build looks good here, for sure. Maybe even... Yeah, I mean, this could just be a couple safety roaches, to be honest. It's pretty hard to tell. Let's see. I think it is actually safety roaches. If I had to use my judgment without full info, I think that's what it is. See if I can maybe get in here. No, he's trying to... He was even targeting the low HP Hellion, you saw that? That was well done by him. Okay. This is going to be a bit more of a scary game. I think I'm going to do the thing. I'm going to make the second starport so I can make Medivacs and Banshees. I don't know exactly what it is. It really is just an instinct for the most part. Looking at his build, it doesn't look like he's going to all-in me. I wish I could explain it more clearly for you guys, but that is just the case here. Actually, I'm going to make another Teklo. It doesn't look like an all-in. Like, he could be all-inning me with... Roach Queen, right? With a Queen drop, but it just doesn't look like it somehow to me. Now, this time I am gonna wait for the eBay to finish so I can make this into a planetary because he is playing roaches. Oh, that is... Well, I was wrong. I mean, I can also be wrong, guys. You guys... No. He was wrong. How is it possible? I can also be wrong. Oh, I just lost 2 Hellions to that. Okay, that's a little painful. If there's no queens with this, I think we're going to be okay. If there are queens, we're going to be in trouble. That is pretty much the gist of things. I think it's actually going to be queenless here. Okay, let's see. Well, no, it is a lot of Zerglings, eh? I'm not quite sure if we're going to be able to defeat that many Zerglings. Okay. I think I can actually... I'm barely not going to be able to wall it off. I mean, I do have a lot of stuff, I want to say. Like, it's 3 Banshees I made instead of the regular 2. Actually, can I bait him? No, I can't. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna clear this all up, right? I have the 3rd CC as well. I'm not actually 100% sure about this one. Oh, please shoot the other one. Okay, that would have been very nice. Okay, let's see. That's not gonna work, sadly. I'm definitely not gonna shoot with that Widow Mine. Let's make sure I don't lose this. I don't remember building a Hellbat, but that was kind of nice. Thanks to my hands, I guess, whoever decided to do that. Definitely wasn't me. Dude, for a second I forgot that I had the depot there still. I thought it was dead. Okay, yeah, I am legitimately not sure about this one, guys. Because I feel like normally with this amount of damage you would be dead, but he kept making links after, and I have 5 Banshees. I have 1 more on the way. I should probably make a round of Hellbats from this. That sounds like the right idea. And then I guess we'll see if we can beat his queens. I went for Banshee speed because he just kept making units and all my Banshees lived. I do have Cloak on these. I don't think he has seen me Cloak, but I mean, at this point he has to assume, right? Does he have a lair yet? I'm not 100% sure about it. Look. Oh, the 2-shot is huge. There we go. Massive. Yeah, wait, he actually didn't or either his lair just finished or he straight up didn't realize. Yeah, we're just gonna keep attacking here. Yeah, indeed, he is gonna be counter-attacking me with those things. But I did make a couple of Hellbats. These queens are gonna die here as well. Looks like he's trying to get across here. I mean, I think with my 3 Hellbats, I should be able to defend this. Right? I think we are gonna be able to defend this. I'm still making more Banshees as well. See, Banshees over here. This base is going to die straight up. Okay, let me scan the main to see. A Hydra then. Okay, that's his answer of choice this time. I can easily kill those roaches too. And I guess now we're finally gonna get to do what we wanted to do. Let's see, can I find another base? He's making Hydras right now, which is annoying, but... Okay. And one-shotting Hydras doesn't feel bad, I have to admit. That felt pretty nice. Okay, let's see. Command center over here. Like, basically what we need now, we kill this third base. We need to get the planetaries up before... Actually, I can also make... I was gonna say, I can also make Blue Flame again already, but it's probably gonna be a bit too late. Let's see, is he moving out? Oh, he is moving out. That is annoying. Why is he like this? Wait, I don't see an Overseer, though. It's coming, for sure. Else he wouldn't be... Yeah, exactly. I could tell that instantly. Okay, I think we're gonna have to pull the SCVs for this. It sucks that he's attacking me. I really wish that he wasn't. Okay. I mean, we have enough army to win this fight for sure, I would say. Oh, we're gonna get on top of the Hydras. Look at this. This is very nice. He's gonna have to target my Banshees, but I think at least 2 of them are gonna survive. I think that sounds about right. Then now I can morph them into the Hellbats over here. Okay, those vials are not gonna do anything. Wait, the Overseer... Oh, no, the Overseer's there. Yeah, I think he got us, guys. All right, GG, well played. He's gonna have to be called. He did not... Oh, wow. He didn't even rebuild a third base. That is crazy I mean, that was just a mistake, actually. It's not just a crazy choice. It was also a mistake, because he didn't have enough larvae. Well, actually, he did. 1 larva. No, he didn't. Yeah, he could have just made the third base for sure. Okay. I mean, this game was actually extremely fascinating to me, because... I did a build that I knew was greedy already, right? I trusted my instinct. It really did not look like an all-in to me. And that, to me, means that he just hit it very well. Because I tend to pick up on very small signs and stuff. And I didn't pick up on this. So he did a good job hiding it. It's a little easier on this map because I don't want to enter in this high ground against the roaches, right? Else maybe I would have scouted the lack of units over here. I do think it's a bit crazy to continue with it after he saw the Banshees, but that's what he did. He waited for the Banshees to be on the right side, attacked on the left. But why it was fascinating is because we actually survived pretty well, right? Like, this was really not so bad. Look at this. He does not have a lair. Let's look at the worker count here. It's 47 against 23, but it's, well... If I was a bit less crazy, it would have been 3 orbitals. I was still trying to get the planetary up. But then we have 5 Banshees against no lair. And then let's see real quick. I'm not going to keep you guys here for too long, but after we kill the Banshees, or after we kill the Queen, sorry, we kill the third base. Judging by what I know now, we might have been able to win if I just put a planetary over here. Because then we can counterattack with the Banshees. Like, sometimes you have to make crazy decisions like that. Normally, just so you guys know, it's a dumb decision because I make a planetary here. He sees it. He will just retake the third base and have a better economy. But against what he did specifically, if I read that he wasn't going to make a third base, I could have made the planetary here and we would have been able to maybe go for a miracle win. For now, the score is 1-1. Let's go play a final game. Okay, game number 3 is indeed going to be against another Zerg. A Zerg called Bob. Now, in this game, I'm going to do a different build order here. Just because I like variety. Last 2 games were obviously fun. Even the loss, I just really enjoy having these weird mixes of units and somehow making it happen. It's very, very fun. What I'm going to do this game is do a little bit of extra trickery. So I'm going to go for a 2-on-1 opening. Okay, that's going to be a 16 Marine 2 medevac drop. But then we're going to go into mass Widowmine drops. And I think it's legitimately a pretty decent build. At some point it was good when it was newly invented. That's usually how it goes with builds, right? When they're new, they're very strong. And then when they're solved, they're either still fine or they suck. That's pretty much how the build goes. If it's figured out and it's still really strong, then maybe it's a little too strong, right? Maybe a patch needs to come in there. But usually that's how it goes with builds. This build isn't used very often anymore. I would say that Zergs overall have gotten really good at just defending Widowmine drops even with Drilling Claws. And the annoying part is that Zergs make Spore Crawlers blindly. So even in this case, I would guess that after going for a 2 medevac Marine drop, which you don't need a Spore against, I would guess that he's still going to make Spores. It's just kind of the part of the default Zerg build for now. Most of the time, if you don't make a Spore and the opponents go for Banshees, you could just lose the game instantly. I guess Zerg players are tired of that, so they just make blind Spore Crawlers. And I guess most things you kind of want a Spore anyway. If it's a Liberator, Spore is nice. If it's Battlecruiser, you need Spores. So I guess you just don't really want to be surprised, right? And one thing I like that good Zerg players do is I'll see them rearrange their spores once the timing window is gone for any air harassment. So this is quite a bit later in the game, like let's say 8-9 minutes or so. They'll take all of their spores, That's a slightly late hatchery, by the way. They'll take all of their spores and just put them over here in the main, so you can't drop the main anymore. So, yeah, moral of the story, it makes sense to make blind spores, and that's probably what we're going to see here again. Actually, is this how the build works? I'm not entirely sure. So I wanted to do a 2-1-1, but I want to play 3cc, so I think you go for the factory. It's been a really long time since I played this build. I'm not going to go for a 2-1-1 because that one actually really sucks. But the 3cc version, I think, is probably going to go like this, where... Let me kill that Ling as well. Where you go for 2 Hellions probably, and then you can start building the 2-on-1 stuff. Did kill 2 Links there, which is quite nice actually. Pretty good start, I would say. Now, I'm not quite sure when I make the stim. Yeah, it's really been a long time since I played this, holy cow. Let's see. I guess I make a second barracks instantly. Well, then how do I get enough Marines is what I wonder. Huh. I didn't think this build would be complicated. I guess it's probably not too complicated, but my brain is not finding the answer right now, so it is what it is. I think we just go for a second barracks over here, and then I could make 4 Hellions too. Really wouldn't be that bad. Let's see, only 100 gas mined. Quick tip, click on the gas, you can see how much gas there's remaining. Starts on 2250, so then you know there's no extra gas mined, which means we're very unlikely to be attacked this game. I'm gonna make 2 more Hellions, actually. Yeah, we'll go for 4 cars. I think that works out very, very nicely. Fast link speed, by the way. A little... maybe he wants to go for... I don't think it's a brutal attack. Maybe just like a small link flood. But if they go for link speed early like that, there is a chance they want to try something. Most of the time, with modern builds, they delay link speed by a little bit because you just don't need it that early. So... Okay, I'm gonna start taking gases now. You go over here, starport there. Yeah, I mean, this build actually looks very nice. I was doubting myself, but it looks perfectly fine, actually. So, I don't know what I was worried about. And now I'm gonna take all gases, okay? It looks weird, and maybe it is. Once again, I don't remember the build exactly. But I'm gonna take all gases because I need an armory and I needed a second factory, right? At some point. Now, I do believe that this is the safest build you can do if you're playing a proper macro build in TVZ. Like 3cc is... Oh, wait, watch this. Oh, just barely a bit too far forward. I think I could have killed that queen, actually. That would have been nice. Not necessary, of course, but it would have been nice. Okay, that overlord is going to die fast. Now, I think it's time for... Actually, okay, medevacs. I think it lines up quite nicely. Medevacs, then... second factory, and then the armory. I think that's how we're gonna roll with this. Okay, so I'll make this one over here. I'll get the tech lab on that factory already. Armories are cheaper now. Oh, they're actually very cheap. I'm still not used to that. It's only 50 gas now, which is kind of crazy. Okay, so we're going to have this marine drop coming online soon. Since I'm going to leave the base with the marine drop, I'm going to send the Hellions back to be safe. And then we're going to do this drop, and then... it's really not an easy build, by the way. You guys can tell that it's a lot of indents. It's really not easy to execute. If you're not fast, or if you just, you know, don't care about messing it up, which is very possible, it's a hard build to do, okay? You don't go into this build thinking it's going to be easy, because it's really not. In fact, I think the Banshee build was also quite difficult. Like, doing an opening and then transitioning into something later like this that's not in the path of the build, it's really not easy. Wait, I'll let him build it. Look at this. Yeah. Now he has to cancel that. Get forked, I guess. There you go. Lost a worker as well. I don't know what he has, because he might not have been expecting this drop. Oh, it's roaches again. Okay. That is not exactly what I wanted to see, but it's okay. Oh, that looks like... Yeah, I think I'm going to start making bunkers, because it looks like it could be an attack later. Yeah, this is a bit of an annoying thing about the meta right now. That Zergs... I think I've complained about this before to you guys, actually. Zerg players play a lot of roach openings, and it just makes them safe against a lot of goofy stuff. And yeah, you guys know me, I like goofy stuff, so that is a bit unfortunate. Like, his build is... I don't want to say... If he attacks me, his build is by default good against mine, because I'm just not going to have that much to defend the roach attack. That's why we're going to need these extra bunkers and stuff. I'm even going to make another one here. I don't even have an eBay yet. I wanted to make a sensor tower there, but I don't have an eBay. Okay, so we got this, and now we're going to start dropping. Widow mines could be pretty decent on the defense, actually. Doesn't necessarily have to be too bad for me. Now I'm gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna go for a full-on mech transition here because I want to be extra goofy today. So we're gonna go for extra factories instead of going for the bio. I guess we'll get +1 attack, and then let's see the upgrades. No upgrades yet for him. He's probably wondering what the heck is in here. Hey, actually, he didn't make the spore crawlers. Let's go. The mind games worked. Oh, here we go. The Juke. The Juke of the Century. And I have drilling claws, so they're gonna burrow extra fast, guys. Exactly. Look at that. It's beautiful. Boom. And this one can also kill a lot if I target the right workers, and I did. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Very, very nice. I'm gonna save 2 of these as well and drop them in the next mineral line. Oh, this is gonna work out perfectly. If he was gonna attack me, this would have been a different story. Look, I can burrow them in time, I think. Like at least one of them. Yeah, so now it's extra hard for him to defend. Because I could also play a mix, by the way. That would be extremely cool, right? I could play bio and mech. I think I could actually play both of those things, which is pretty cool. Okay, let me split those up. There we go. A couple of medevacs for the bio is nice. Let's get a sensor, actually. Yeah. I was checking if I already started my upgrades. Yeah, I'm gonna make 4-4. We're playing 4-4-1 right now, guys. I mean, this looks good. Look at my supply and stuff and the damage, and we were safe. Oh, for a second, I thought I saw tunneling claws on the roaches, but I didn't. That is nice. Let's see what Mr. Guy has over here. Can I? I'm actually curious. I think 1 of them or 2 of them. Yeah, look. That's actually crazy. That's how fast drilling claws burrows, by the way. If you thought I was an absolute psychopath for trying that, that's how fast they freaking burrow. It's insane. Let's see his units here as well. Watch this. Oh, this is gonna be nice. Look, we have a little nuke over here. It's gonna shoot. Boom, boom. Beautiful. Infestation pit going down now. I mean, my timing looks pretty I'm gonna have a +1 timing. It's gonna hit like a freaking truck, by the way. Okay, let's see if I can hide this over here. I'm gonna try a big marine drop into the main base. Well, okay, I'm freaking loving this build right now. This is beautiful. The next time I play a pro TVZ, I think I'm gonna try this. Like, I know it's not necessarily the best build, but it has a really good mix. I built 2 sensor towers here next to each other. That's what I always do for some reason. It has the perfect mix of being goofy, but it can still work, right? That's my favorite build. Might as well stim 1 marine to go for that. Oh, I forgot I had that, to be honest. Let's see. He's gonna have a lot of stuff in the main base over here, but maybe he forgot about this widow mine drop. Oh, he did make spores. Okay, it's a bit annoying. Well, he barely sent anything. Ah, he went for the bailings. Okay, I see. Yeah, I think it's a good time to move out here. It's a really... Oh, I should have paid attention to that. I already knew those were there, so that's a bit of a mistake by me. Yeah. Okay, well, we can't all be perfect. Actually, none of us can. Life lesson. Or, well, you all knew that. Reminder, I guess. Oh, he's gonna try to fight me, but I will have some nasty splits ready for him, because that is my strength. Now, this is a pretty hard army to control as well, because you need to split, siege the widow mines separately, and burrow the widow mines separately. Now, we do have an absolute monstrous attack over here. But he does have Ravagers. That's what we need to be careful of. I'm gonna put this one over here. Dude, the mass factory follow-up is great, though. Like, I have so many more siege tanks that I normally would have. It's really delicious. Like, I don't have to be as scared, okay? Just gonna do a couple splitties over here. Nothing too crazy, mostly just microing back. Now he doesn't have many baitings left, so we can easily go forward. The moment he runs out of Ravagers is the moment that he can't counter my siege tanks properly anymore. G is called. And okay, that was good. If you guys can execute this, I mean, maybe not to the same level as me, but if you can do the harassment, the build, and somehow macro behind this, I think this could actually be a fantastic build for you guys. I think the bunkers here, he didn't attack us. I would definitely build them if you see roaches, by the way. Like, I kind of just built them here because, you know, I didn't really have the tools to scout all the time what he was going to do. But I saw roaches, a decent amount of roaches. I knew I was vulnerable, so I just built the bunkers. I would recommend you guys build the same unless you're doing a build that's already saved by default. But okay, this was very, very awesome. Doing a couple of very ancient builds. Actually, not that ancient, just regularly old, like 7 years old or something. But they felt very, very good. I think the second game, if I, for example, made 6 Hellions instead and kept scouting, I would have seen the roach attack coming. I would have been safe against the Lynx, and then it's different. But the first game was perfect. This game was also perfect. Really, really enjoyed this. Widowmine drops still look good, especially in this game where I just dropped on top of like 20 army supply and they still burrowed because they had drilling claws. Obviously, that only works because you didn't have a spore crawler, by the way. Just a little tip if you're going to try it yourself. But okay, that's it for today. I think I annoyed a couple Zergs to death. I think even the last Zerg, even though he won, he was annoyed because of the freaking Banshee. So that's a success. And that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys had a fantastic time. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, suggest a new annoying challenge for the next time. And I'll see you all for the next video. Adios.